OKFM 101.7.
Mira, Yaw Asani Tanoh, memoachi.
Offer me
Na bakodi.
ya me sure.
Na krata yi kura Agyapade document yi. Enura mampani kwa tunanum tuo se ni detractors. Ene pese se bi odi guna ban ene onu animu ase. Ene woni a wo mu so ye achimfo. Na uwobi wahwem
Offer mbacho obi. Mahwem nso.
na says we should treat it with the content that it deserves, Anna.
Oh, offer. I'm an offer question here na menchia obi biara wotie okayfm. Offer sabi conphobia no ha ya chi no na waji atomo se am pass me your confo and I am pass abi amuka sa yire me na Maria. And offer if you ask so you know you can books ahoro. Na obi wo ha wa can the books into say Otano you may only know his name say and her name on the paper book now actually. But offer book could be an asset. It be a woman so no now here. Tone of language no. You could feel say the dear the way a young woman say media a different sa alter. Sir, Agyapade document here can answer. Offer. Somewhere a 3-page one, it could do the last page. A woman in hand. You may be a passive say. Authentication no, can never be in doubt. You can see the answer in upcoming and under the reign of His Excellency in another bank. Until I think that they are denial of this document in Kwepo. Emboldening us to prove to them, sir, wherever this book was written from, and I say whoever is the author, if indeed the publication will a force, then we must look for this author and probably give him a national award, because the prediction and the prophecies have panned out exactly as we see it in the administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Was it, sir, author no what? They should what?
We should look for this author and then award him. Probably we should give him a national award for predicting and prophesying the happenings under another Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Me pacho me bo. Na we no e obi na atena baabie a prophesy in asa kruchire ascripture e wo say we besi ana say nipa bi and na say the president he can one more year person di gu nanim ase bi asem ne asem koshia.
It is impossible that anybody who is not part of the family of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or the group who drew their plan could write a document that purports to, as it will, dictate the pace of governance of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Meaning, the way we are seeing things panning out.
What can I say? My memories, Musa say. What can you book? A dear woman say be a page ha. You can say besi esi aha. You can say besi esi.
I say, we start forward carries volume.
Forward no one actually.
Forward no, it is the signature and the it is fully accurate. But you can count document now. The actually says it is some DN fully accurate and actually. Right now, forward no. One course with the page 2 no. Paragraph 2. So that player over 3 months abortion. So tape would be assigned to be corrected any key and now one will be so say the party should be passed over to a non-account person. One more proper after not a moon call or more primaries regards the selection of
sa tape no ye ne obi di nkomo from London. Amen pako prove say okasa ne niti se oseche mensa but nyo oseche mensa e yo noa ot London ye ne di nkomo ha ema oseche mensa no kra so be kan se enyo noa
Okay.
Mhm.
Accepted.
Ewo
Accepted. Accepted. Nana. Okay. Accepted. Obi. I also all land them. Money ni di komo no say you no voice.
Mhm. And then eso sene pa.
Aha. Into offer. So look page 2 of that document. No. Paragraph 2. No. That non-account statement. Na sa ni pa no make it. It is boldly written there. Right. And I said, share a friend saying, so that kind of they put a moratorium on the small scale mining and any other mining that it was alleged to be illegal for about 2 years. And this was an arrangement of a ploy to rearrange the system of the licenses of the Amma friend saying, or mining. Again, of other Kaya, your Mamo Hana is influencing on the dance before. I can say a banner procure 100 gold catches using the taxpayers' monies for those projects because they believed, say, it will be the best way of mining and a equal assassin, chemical, a super blast. So 100 gold catches, as journalists and as the general public, boy, which people were they handed those good catches, and what has been the process of accountability regards the proceeds from the community mining or whoever they gave those good catches to. We have not looked into that aspect yet. Into offer the banking sector cleanup that happened was another area that has been put out in this particular document. That tells every sane person who reads documents to understand the thing. And I said, to realize it. I am said this document is coming from a source that is leading this country. There's no doubt clear in my mind about the authenticity of this document. But then, who wrote it has now become the bone of contention because everybody is running away from it. Okay. Then, banking sector cleanup, or why PBS, it is stated on it why they couldn't succeed holistically regarding their income per se or more because of the non-action of what it be a new and non-thing amount of PDS or want to answer in getting that electricity company for themselves. In the same way, we'll copy for the forward now. I don't say, sir, Japan, LLC, minority, everyone shooting it down. They have said that because some information we got carbon too. MSCS so a crime them did no body minority no more to know that kind of support from the public.
We ni nyina ewo document ni.
Ewo mo sir. Ewo. I say the coach and coach am. Ewo.
Ene ka read the baby mama hwe se be akuta wode a.
Over the Oko page 3 of Omo document now. The head of economic and financial sector control. Omo introduction. Ufi paragraph 1 to last about 4 now. Or I quote, or say, there have been difficulties largely due to, and now the money starting phase 2, which is paragraph 3 and 2. Also, the first phase of the economic and financial sector control was to be implemented in the next first term of office. As we get closer to the end of the first term, we have set the ball rolling regarding the objectives set out in our first document. And it means that this document is a review of their first phase. There have been difficulties, largely due to some pitfalls on our part. For example, the control of the electricity sector could have been handled better had it not been for the greed of some of the non-action elite we had included as cover. Into and I would at the next stage also a Tapa a Japan deal that was thwarted. Also again, the way some CSOs obtained vital information easily about the Agyapade project has resulted in them wrong-footing us and emboldened the opposition to jump into the fray. We should, however, find some ingenious ways to overcome the opposition. Of a way, when you say, the way we all perceive the judiciary to have been now composed now. Everything that we perceive to be is falling out.
Now, my document on can be
very early in 2020. Very early in 2020.
From source Bain.
If I say, I have to share information or other something contribution. There was one particular website, www.awaknewsroom.com, right? But my first chance on this document was from one Kokumauli Nanabe. My name is Shia with GBC TV. We used to do some newspaper review there. And he pictured this document, a portion of it, and I was interested. It's in a document that became there was something wrong somewhere. Because I linked it to the moratorium that was put on the gold, the banking sector cleaning up. And then I realized that everything that was going on from the second tenure of office of His Excellency and that bank officer said, this book could be authentic. So that was when I started proceeding over this book.
All this while, no, won't you be an only claim to the document to say he or she authored it?
Because in the initial stages now, no quote on the platform that I went on with. I can tell you confidentially, and I said, I mean, without any fear of favor, I said, many of the platforms didn't allow me to read it on their site. Your own house, one particular station was vehement in opposing me from reading it. I've had a course to almost a near fisticuff with one Biola who happens to be an NPP communicator on which FM. There was going to be a fight in the studio. As time went on, the producers never allowed me to read it. But other networks who allowed me.
Maybe based on the premises, say it's not altered by anyone, and maybe they doubt the authenticity. In Tisabia Nipano or Makwama could read here. Nipano take you on. And no, yeah.
Exactly. Company principles, etc. But for us, what Ghana has in terms of political dispensation, we look out for information, and then people will come out and refute it. Say, yeah, this is not coming from our quarters, or this is fake news, etc., like the president is saying. But what go through the document carefully. Now, the latest happening of Uyabusompin being put at the helm of affairs of state. That tells us that this book is not indulged in terms of its content and where it is coming from. This particular appointment of Safuma Mebana Bosompin concludes or stamps an authority on this particular document. Say it can never be failed.
I see. Na Adan Kwakufuado Yema Mpeninra watu na numtuo se enye biribi asese omanfo do omadwene koso kra na ye niema bi a nipa bi put together say wom de begu aban ne ono nanim ase eto say
Ofa is it the physical first no so the confusion why actually or that come in terms said no and na sa di ni ya me kai opini bi a am say
na obi su bisa question say wo mo that agenda no kra na wo bebdi ba beto abonten ayedai
ofanya omo no mo de beto abonten probably say sometimes in crofo bopo baby na wiki and as an crofo no mo bopo na nkasa kropo no the dia no mo ba kon out of some situations there that can be they may fall out with each other no be a quality in crofo need pictures etc based on issues are happening between them and sometimes in books like this we think that it is printed, people work on it. And in the course of probably somebody who worked on it and saw the content, and we imagine said, we are obeying this document. But in fact, His Excellency, the President, can deny it. And in fact, that is the best he can do. I am only urging, as myself, book. I'm urging all pastors to read this book, especially more from journalists, more from
the president now I can say what this country the story no.
The president's opinion can never be stronger than the masses.
Okay.
You say any man power say on trial. Then I can't so no was signed because no actually. Then we are tiresome. And for him to come and deny it does not stamp an authority on it, said the book is not credible.
Now, obviously, me musa question man say. Book wa no a true na around 2018 or air ban one the idea. I bet me a COVID once some COVID wasn't in existence.
Over. It was a review that they did of the phase 1. Book ni actually 2018 how
Phase 1 who will be?
That this phase 1 no be a young person in trouble. Now it was.
And young one was a phase 1 metal about na phase 2 about abonti.
I don't know some. It is a young one. This is a review, and probably the phase 1. Whoever was angered, I mind to Uliki phase 2. And no, I am said. Now, for some other kinds of open, no, one of he was an ambassador to one of the countries. I'm saying, or he
man, Pastor Musa Dio. A dear number who said we phase 1 no ho. Now we need phase 2. Wabra we need phase 1 no.
I think so forward into they were reviewing whatever they implemented in the phase 1. And it is stated in it, wish I could put it exactly where it is. But they were drawing influences from the phase 1. So no more implementing in setbacks are very it is in the forward, but the exact paragraph may be about the in terms of some percent cases here. But they were making their gains and losses in the phase 1. And to your much they say the phase 1 in phase in the course. Now the entire to me I know until your best starting in phase 2. You better say. Sana
and young one was a forward no we didn't show. Now the whole script no document no and the anonymous.
Open the show so it was to stamp an authority on that particular document said a bit actually until I urge you to go on and implement it.
Because the emma me and one say documenta ubi atro yen signing by ubia. Indeed, do I rely on this document? So can me court to cry and now say it's unsigned. Ubia say no, even no court will entertain that.
Okay, unsigned that it be a mental as your papa. In the sense it's saying, we share cover ubi my signature anyway. So, a friend is saying, after the book was for whoever wrote the forward, and also it would be no signature anyway. Into the ensemble, of course, we could say it will be an app for this signature. But for this document, in the American ambassador or him, also, I'm so massive.
I, former Ashanti regional minister.
Exactly. Friend. Now, this one said, some document Agyapade3 who has seen Biana now a part of your own country. Document I want to check, but the opposition, the larger opposition and the smaller oppositions did not take things serious from the beginning. We could have stopped these people in their tracks because their costing everything is in the book. There's nothing in this book that has not been implemented. Nothing at all.
And yet, my men know I no pay. Why?
That's not that.
Yamishra.
You. It was some patch. I am at this working campus 31 and 32. I hold myself, Papa, some judiciary. No.
Mati. Mr. Dasipa, Yaw Asani Tanoh, political analyst. Any train common pacho.
OKFM 101.7.